My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. Well, I decided to come on here today, and just so y'all know, I made a fresh new thumb guard because that other one I had, it was kind of getting a little hole in it. And I'll tell you, I use elastic bandage like this from Tractor and Supply to make these little thumb guards. And I did a little carving today on a different project, and after all, I will say that today is Memorial Day, and almost the end of the school year. I've got 2 more days with the students there and 2 more days to work after that, after the students get out of school, so that for me makes 4 more days. Things will just be changing up a little different. I'll be up early a couple of those mornings because that's kind of how it is on days when there's no school for the kids, that we just kind of go to regular work. So I just kind of also wanted to get on here just to kind of come up and share a little bit more as to how this is coming along. And I'd say, we kind of did the little work along the neck yesterday, and it almost appears to me that maybe to do this video series will not take quite as long as I probably thought it would, and I'd probably say to that matter whenever I carved these horses during my Wood Carvers Guild meetings, which was where I did it before. It didn't take that long to do, but maybe come along here and take another little shave about the back of the leg, closer to where the tail lines up, and try to get a little bit of extra space into there, and just the kind of work that this just sort of does and makes of our little projects. And I say that there's a time when we kind of come along here, and we're going to go to the underside now, try to remove all that excess wood from there. Can't remember for sure whether we did that on the last set or not, but they always say that second time is the charm, so it kind of comes out better another time than it probably did the time before that. And hopefully we're kind of making it that way since we're working along, doing a little better thing we can do just to kind of make it so it looks just like what we are going to need when we get done doing the project. And so I say that kind of like with little work we do inside of things, it's going to be quite the trophy of what we do. Come along now and take care of the little insides of the legs here, kind of carve along these spots, try to get rid of what's around the legs. And I say just kind of get a little extra removal here, take some more wood along this side and this way, and make it so little horsey shall just kind of have a fine way to look for what it's going to end up being. Sometimes I still kind of look at these other old horses just to kind of give myself little examples of how they should turn out once we get them done. And this is where we take the work along, make it so we kind of get a little extra help and life, and get rid of the little pain and stress that comes right into it. I say this is where we get along with the legs now. There's going to be other little steps we'll come along and take, but I say, come around here, take care of this little belly again, try to get rid of the stuff we don't need. There are saw marks underneath, and we might even try to get rid of those. On the walnut ones, they were probably not as visible since it was like a completely different other kind of wood, and so I say that this is just kind of one little type of artistic ability that takes its way down the notch to the next level. And I say, for one thing, since we've worked our ways enough around these pieces, there's just also little steps to come along. Might even remove some wood from here around the insides of these legs to try to get rid of some little excess in there. I say that this is just kind of the thing that has a little working gentle touch in it. And I say, sometimes, just sometimes, people might like to have a little something made out of wood just around to be their special little decoration in life. That's always what I seem to think of it. It's so neat to see and share, know all kinds of nice little things about how we work in what fields we have and do. I say that with this little step I took, removing the saw marks off the back of the hind legs, think I'll come along, do the same little trick on this one too, get rid of what we don't need that is all excessed in there, and try to see little ways. And I'd say I've kind of look at this other one just to try to get my examples from it, but I'd say there comes a time when we can finally just work along the mane here, try to round it off a bit. Perhaps comes a time when we'll just kind of, and I kind of see from the front what we need to do around here. You see this line right here, kind of make a special little cutty way along that line and just make the little V cut come out just like it's supposed to. And man, you won't believe all the work. You won't believe it. It's just kind of strange, I say. Sometimes when you come up with a pattern, it takes a while to come up with a name, but there comes the moment when you finally get right just around to it. And I'll tell y'all, there's going to be more to share, more to say and know. But I'll tell y'all, I'll look on this. I see the ears are just about right, so kind of try getting a little excess removed from here. This little place here in the ears. The little wood that gets removed, I say. And try to take it along here as well. We've got two that we're working on and two that we go slowly with. The face may be the hardest part. We'll get to that in the end, I think. But I say, just kind of work your way along here, get rid of this little line at the front, and kind of take the mane back a little more. Almost looks like somebody has a little mohawk. And you know, that's kind of one of the hairdos I've seen in life. Never had a mohawk myself, but I would say that when I was in high school, I knew some guys around that school who did, and it was probably a little bit of a fad back then. But I say, you know, times have changed, nature has changed, and things get a little different here and there. I mean, sometimes even fitness trainers might have them these days. I see a lot of that. So we kind of got the work done along here. I think I'm going to take along, try to get along up here with the ears as well. Try to get rid of some little type of work that is extra that we are not going to need, and try to take it so it's going to be a little ways to just do it how we can, like we know how, like we want. I say, and I'll tell y'all, it's kind of like how we kind of have to keep our steps short, because on this video we have to keep our time rather short, but we might even go up to 15 minutes on the original video today, the part that is separate from the intro and outro. So I say that we're just moving along. Had a little bit of a saw cut right there, had to get rid of that, and got another one right here. We're going to get rid of that one as well. And for the work we have and do, I say, come along, shave this up just right, kind of come where horsies are just going to be fine and dandy and all, and in our fine little happy homes and ways. I say, oh, little kind of joyous work, you know, with horses being such magnificent creatures. I know friends who say horses are their favorite creatures, and there's been ones I've known who, I mean, they like the Clydesdale most of all. I've kind of seen a sign somewhere about the Clydesdale, and you know, it's a kind of a big horse that has just really hairy legs and a lot of fur coming from its body. We kind of round off the mane here as well, get rid of all this extra excess wood, try to get it so it's going to be a nice little character for us, for you and me, and all that we're going to see come to be in this little type of interesting artwork. And with the horsey's ears, kind of take it so we got them in straight motion. Maybe there will be a thing or two we'll do here, but I say that maybe sometime we'll take the rotary tool, try to see a few things that can be done with that, and probably would say I see a few yet. Maybe take it and put in the nostril, I'd say, but sometimes you have to unplug one thing to plug in another. My niece will be coming over tonight for a Memorial Day dinner. She's scared of the noises of these tools, so it's a good thing I got all my sawing work done today, and I'll have it done before tonight. But I say it's getting really closer now to almost time to end. Probably won't take too much time to do this project, but say when I come on again, I'll have a little more to share, to say, and to do, and a little more work to go into these Tallboy horses. We know with it being our season, it's kind of the season for storms and so much going on, and kind of saw something show up in my YouTube and Facebook about the governor giving a speech to warn Kentuckians about that. So I've just got so much to say at this time and so little to do. So I'm about to end this video and say thank you very much. Take care. Keep in touch. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.